And hi, good morning to everyone. This is Jen coming to you live from Singapore. And for those who are catching me for the first time, yes, I'm a working mom to two teenage boys and also a digital business owner. And for those who have catching me, will know that this couple of weeks I'm actually having my global business partners on my page to invite them here to share with you, all of you, their journeys. So without further ado, today I have a very special guest. Her name is Doan, all the way from Texas, US. So let's invite her on my page now. Hi, I should say good evening. Good evening, Anna.
Good
Thank you
evening,
so
Jennifer.
much for coming to my page and accepting this invite, despite being a very busy young mother having to take care of a young baby.
Hi,
Yes.
Jennifer. Hi, everyone on Jennifer's page, and thank you for inviting me to your page just to share my experience about this business for everyone to know more. So, thank
Right.
you. Mhm.
Yeah. So maybe can I get Anna to do a little bit of self introduction? Who is my beautiful Anna?
Thank you, Jennifer. My name's I'm Vietnamese, so my Vietnamese name is Như Doan, and everyone can call me Anna. And now I living in Texas, USA, with my husband and a little boy, 6 months and a half. so right now I'm a full-time online business, and before I start with this business, I was a eyelash stylist, and then after 1 year I work full-time in this business until now is um 2 years 2 years 4 months already. Yeah.
Wow. Thank you for sharing. So I know all of us, right, before we started this business, we all have our own past life, like what have we done before. So can you share with the audience, right, what was your life before, and really what triggered you that you wanted to make a change to have a different
Mhm.
lifestyle?
um Before, I was a eyelash stylist and working full time. I work 6 days or 7 days per week. From I left the house from 8 a.m. and always came home at 9 p.m. So it means 10 or 11 hours at work.
Right.
And my life like is like always work already. uh, and every day I feel exhausted from work, and when I came home after eating, cooking, and take a bath and everything, and yeah, that's it. It's done my day. Yeah, and no time for my husband and myself. My husband and myself can couldn't meet each other because when he came home, I slept already, and
Okay.
when I left the house, he still on the bed.
Um,
That's
and
why
I
we have
yes.
to come for each other. Yeah.
Mm. And
So
definitely this is not the life that you envision, right? Because I'm sure when you were from Vietnam, moved to
yeah,
US, I mean, all of us really want a better life, right? A different kind of
right.
lifestyle. So when you came and you see, hey, this is the lifestyle that I'm living now in the Texas, it is definitely not what you wanted as well, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
It's not my dream life because when I want to move to the US, I imagine it's a better life with a dream life uh like um like like the movie. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, um, very luxury, and yeah, and professional, something like in a movie. And
Yes.
but when
Like,
I just came to the US 6 years and a half. Yeah, not long ago. Uh-huh.
okay.
Yeah. And when I came here, it's only work, work, work. And
Right.
if I don't work, I don't have money to live for my living expenses and for my family back in Vietnam, because
Mm,
I need to support them back in Vietnam, and
right.
for my life, for and yeah, for my future too. Yeah. So
So,
when the pandemic hit the world, yeah, and I lay off because all the nail salon, the eyelash studio have to close. So it's, that time it wake me up, and I feel
okay.
nothing in my life is secure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you came from Vietnam to the US, you also had to give up your job over there, right? And start afresh.
Yeah, I have to go to college again and learn English and make friends and build a relationship in the US and learn English, and yeah, and to find a job, to to learn to get the
Different
degree.
skill.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
So
So it is really not easy.
everything like start over. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And when you, like you was sharing during the pandemic time, the nail salon, because they have to shut down.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
is that where you decide to realize that, hey, this is not the time, this is not the life that I want?
Mm-hmm. When the pandemic hit the world, and I lay off and I stay at home for 2 months, and at that time I think I just I am just trading time for money. If I don't go work, I don't
Mm,
have money.
yeah,
So I think of a better life, and and the solution, something I can work like for the future. I don't need to physically over there. Yeah. So, but
right,
I don't know how, and I don't know when I can do it. I used to think about I will save my money and open a business and a franchise, and I think something like I need to have a big saving money. Yeah.
right. Mm,
So yeah, I keep saving money to like I hope one day I can make my dream come true, but I
yes.
don't know when I can.
Right. I mean, that's very normal, right? We all work, we save, we hope one day we have that
Mhm.
dream. And actually, a lot of us thinks that in order to, let's say, open a business, you also need a lot of money. And when, in fact, when you open up a business and a retail, then you will realize that we spend our time having to be at the retail, at the shop, and then end up we may have a little bit of money, but we don't have time. And sometimes,
Right.
most of the time, this type of retail business, it takes time to build out the business. So end up
Mhm.
you may have no time and no money.
Right, right, that's
Right.
right.
Yeah.
When you have money, you have no time. When when you have time, you have no money.
Yeah. So we all want the best of both worlds, and that's why we are all here, right? We
Yeah, that's why
right.
we feel struggling in life, and we need a
Yes.
solution. And if I don't know this business, I think it's I forever can make my dream come true, because I have no
Right.
way. I don't know
Yes.
how. Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
how do you end up in this online business? Like, you were thinking of your dream lifestyle. So how did this business? How do you know about it? Yeah.
I have no idea about this business. I just see an ad. I just see an ad, and of course I was skeptical, and I think about and I reached out my mentor and I asked her, okay, is this real? Is it real? And she said, okay, if you want to know it's real or not, just come inside and watch the webinar, and you can you can you can learn by yourself, decide by yourself, and when I watch the webinar, I see many people. They are very normal. They just like me. They from over the world, and they English is not their mother language.
Mm,
They not good at technology, but they always happy because they have time for their kids, they have time for their family, and the income is much more than me. So I think about why not me,
right.
and that's why my dream
Very true.
begins. Yeah, I start to dream again. Yeah,
Yes,
and
yes,
then I decide to join because I think if if not right now, so when
yes,
when
right,
I can get make my dream come true. Yeah, so
right.
yeah, they can do it, I can do
Yes,
it.
definitely. So, after being on this online business for quite a while, can you share with the audience, like, uh, we all know that my audience may not know, but I do know that Anna is a very successful coach and leader in our community, and she already, in a way, living her dream lifestyle, having that time, having that financial freedom. So, can you share with us how does this online business help you to realize your dream lifestyle?
Mhm. I really, I feel really grateful uh, about this business because when I was pregnant, I can sit down to do the eyelash anymore because it's make me really tired. It's my back very painful, and I can sit down to do the eyelash anymore. So I have this business, and I decided to quit job. I decided to quit my eyelash job, and I stay at home full time and do this business. And when went to the hospital for delivery, I still have income because the system still running, and
Mm-mm.
it's the automatic system still running, and my business don't have to stop. I
Right.
still have money. I still have
Yes.
income while I'm in hospital. And
Mm-hmm.
after that, right now, I can stay at home, take care of my kids, and I don't have to send my kids to babysit or daycare while he's still baby. And and that's in my dream life,
Right.
because before I dare not to have a baby because I don't I don't want, when I have a baby, I don't have time for my baby. If I stay at home to take care of my baby, and only my husband go to school, go to work, so we don't have enough income to
Right.
stay at home, just one income. Yeah, and I don't have money to support my family. That's why I dare not to have baby. But right
Mm.
now, yeah, my dream come true because I can I can take care of it,
Yes.
still on on the same time, at the same
Right.
time. Yeah,
Right. So
yeah,
this is really the ideal, like a ideal situation of a mom, right?
right.
To be able to spend time at home with our children and still able to earn some money. And this is really the best of both worlds. And I always like to share with people that many years ago when my kids were younger, my kids are now 15 and 16 years old, but when they were younger, I always struggle because it's either you take care of them and no money, no income,
Mm-hmm.
or the other way around. So we have to choose either one. But now
Right.
there is an option, right? There's an
Yeah.
option.
Mm-hmm.
So really thank you for sharing this story, because it gives many people out there the hope and the option that this is something that is doable. And
Mm-hmm.
like you were saying, right? Many, like for you, English may not be your first language, and can you share, like, how was your experience going through this business? Because like 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 you and me, I'm not tech savvy. I'm not social media savvy either. But for you, you said that your English is not your first language. So how did you overcome these parts in the business?
Yeah, it's my challenge too. Yeah, everybody have challenges, so it's my challenge. My challenge is my English. So when I start this business, I need to learn English because it's the best environment to practice English. I listen English every day, read English every day, write English every day, and and right now I speak English too. That's
Yes.
why my English improve every day. So it's
Mm,
the best environment to practice English. And when
yes.
I come to this business, my English improve. Yeah,
Yes.
and
Oh,
my also technology is, yeah, I'm not too bad at the technology. I'm still, I can use computer everything, but I'm not a social media person, and
right.
I'm very shy. I never can. I never go live before. Yeah,
Yes.
when,
Yes.
when I come to when I see I saw my mentor art, and I asked her, if I do this business, I need to go live, and she said, "It's your challenge. Is if you don't want, you don't have to, but if you overcome it, you will be more successful." So
Right.
yeah, and when I do it one time, I feel, oh, it's not too
Not too
difficult.
bad. Not too bad.
Not too bad.
It
I
is.
can do it, and I do two times, three times, and right now is, yeah, I feel very comfortable with
Right.
my.
Yes. Mm-mm. So
Mhm.
really, it is our mindset, right?
Yeah,
I really, admire you and salute you that you take this opportunity as a learning opportunity, because there are
mhm.
so many people that I have met. They say before even they try, they say, no, I cannot do it. I cannot do it. And they haven't even tried. So I
Right.
really, admire you and, salute you for taking this change. And that's why now you are such a successful leader in our community, helping so many people globally. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. So before I let Anna go off for the day, can I just ask you for one last thing? Is for our audience who are watching us live or replay, do you have any words of inspiration for them?
Okay. For everyone, just me and Jennifer, like everyone, we don't have any special. Yeah, we don't we are. I'm not a professional. We are not a social media person, or we are not too good at English, but we can do this business. It means everyone can do it, but if you want, yeah, if you want, of course, yeah. So if you want to have something you have never had before, you need to do something you never do before, right? So if you are not good any skill in this business, if you want to To be successful, you always have someone to help you. You have mentor, you have coach, you have community, and you have the system. The back office always desire you to support you. So just give you a chance to change. You want a better life, you want a flexibility in time, and you want independent in finance. So just give you a chance, like
Right.
me and Jennifer here. Yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you. Yeah,
just mhm,
thank you so much. Yes, I think like what Anna has said, if you want to change, you have to do something that you have never done before. And
mhm.
this is an opportunity for you to find out if it's something that's suitable for you. So, if it's something that you are looking at, feel free to connect with Anna or myself, or just register for a complimentary webinar to find out a little bit more. Yeah, with that, I want to thank everyone who is tuning with us today, and of course, once again, thank you, Anna, for being here. And with that, stay tuned. I really like to introduce you to more business partners the upcoming weeks. So stay tuned, and thank you, everyone. Have a beautiful day and weekend ahead. Yeah, and thanks once again, Anna.
Thank you, Jennifer.
Thank you.
Bye.